Top 10 times RuneScape was wholesome.
Before the video starts, I'd just like to thank you all for the massive amount of support I saw on the RuneScape timeline video that I uploaded 4 months ago.
Dude, Moteplox's video, like his balls dropped, so now he sounds like a man, but still nerdy.
The reason why I haven't uploaded anymore afterwards is because I was working on a new project for my other channel that some of you may know about that is called The Top 10s, on which I make other countdowns.
Because this video is like 6 years before the other one.
Not just RuneScape, but anything and everything. One video I posted on that channel a week ago took quite a while to make, which is why Moteplox hasn't received any videos lately. It was a space-related video about the 6 ways that the universe might end. For anyone interested in space, I'll leave a link for it down in the description if anyone wants to check it out. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. All right, back to the video.
This must be what he's doing. He must be running different YouTube channels, doing like different kinds of like top 10 countdown stuff for different I guess what am I trying to say? Like different subjects and stuff like that. Just different stuff other than gaming or RuneScape.
Number 10, Bodhi and the RuneScape community. I feel like I can't make a video like this without mentioning this man. With the outstanding help of the RuneScape community, over the years, Bodhi has been able to organize and host multiple charity live streams that were quite successful in their missions. In 2014, Bodhi raised a little over £50,000 for Macmillan Cancer Support, one of the largest British charities that provides specialist healthcare and financial support, as well as emotional support to people affected by cancer. Before these two 12-hour streams, Bodhi stated that he only expected to receive maybe around £10,000, but his expectations were obviously exceeded. In 2015, next year, around the same time, he raised a further £53,000 for the same organization. Then in 2016, raised another £76,000 for Macmillan Cancer Support again, and £22,800 of it actually was donated personally by Bodhi himself to reach this goal. All 3 of these live streams equaled up to £180,606 to be given to Macmillan Cancer Support over these past 3 years. Bodhi had also promised that if the 2016 charity stream was a success, he would stream every single day for all 365 days out of the year in 2017, a goal that he also accomplished as well. It was also in 2017 that the organization him and the RuneScape community were so generous towards presented Adam with the Young Macmillan Champion Award. During the interview of the presentation, when asked why he chose this specific organization to use his influence on, he responded with this.
My grandmother actually was taking care of Macmillan before she died, so that actually gave a sort of connection to me, and that's why I stuck with Macmillan for years to come.
Also, during this year, he was a part of another live stream with some other creators that ended up raising around £5,000 as well, for which Bodhi's eyebrows
they tried to wax his eyebrows? Oh, hell no.
In 2018, for all he had done, he was cordially invited to the Buckingham Palace on January 31st, requested by His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales. A couple years later, and after much success, he then...
Bodhi went to the freaking Royal Palace? Holy, this guy's the GOAT.
Posted a tweet on November 24th, 2020, 8 months ago, stating, "Over the years, I've achieved almost everything I've ever wanted to in streaming. Now, I would rather the generosity of others be distributed to others chasing their dreams. I have decided to remove my donation button off my Twitch channel." Today, currently in 2021, Bodhi is still streaming and is still quite successful, and he deserves every bit of it. Publicly, there are records of what he's raised in terms of charity streams, however we'll never truly know just how much he's given to charities personally, but he let us in on one of the personal donations that he made back in May of 2020 to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. He donated $10,000 of his own money to the organization.
Holy!
But if we're talking about Bodhi, we've got to mention the entire RuneScape community too. Bodhi hosted these events, but it was also the RuneScape community that made these live streams such a success. His live streams, and with the help of them, will go down in history as one of the greatest times that RuneScape was awesome.
W RuneScape community, man. So cool.
Number 9, the Well of Goodwill. This well, for both game versions, was located within Varrock, near the West Bank. Money, items that were tradable on the Grand Exchange, and membership bonds could be donated to it, and those items would then be converted to real-world money and be given to charities that were chosen by JackX. In RuneScape 3, every 10 million coins equated up to $1. But at the end of November in 2013, that amount was then upgraded to $2 for every 10 million coins. For every membership bond that was given, $4.70 was also donated to charity. For For old school RuneScape at the time, in 2014, $1 was given to charity by Jagex for every 1 million coins. The Well of Goodwill within OSRS would only accept certain items and coins in multiples of 1,000. RuneScape 3 began the tradition, starting off with the Well's creation in 2013, and its 5th opening occurred in early 2016. In old school RuneScape, the Well of Goodwill has opened 3 times, starting in 2014.
This
with
is
its last
cool.
opening in early 2016 as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure out what the exact total was that the Well accumulated over time for charity, but as an example, RuneScape 3's Well of Goodwill raised $160,158.
Damn!
All of this was split up in 3 ways to be given to 3 different charities that year. It's safe to say that it was obviously hundreds of thousands of dollars, all thanks to, once again, the RuneScape community giving away their own in-game items and Jagex for hosting it. Number 8. Mod
What a
Ronan
good idea by
Silverlight
Jagex,
stream.
man.
So
What
let's
a
stop
great
talking
idea.
about money and numbers for a bit. The community has proven that you don't just have to donate to charity to be wholesome. Sometimes, and not all the time, we do have fun with each other within our own little community that we have here occasionally. 6 years ago, on March 5th, 2015, Jagex did a live stream that was hosted by now ex-Jagex moderator Mod Ronan. He pulled pranks on unsuspecting players using the Jagex moderator developer item, the Rotten Potato. He spawned himself as an Elysian spirit shield in the wilderness and other places to unsuspecting players, and released tons of Bando's boss pets at the Grand Exchange, which must have been a nightmare if your game sounds were on. And he went around telling players that they were, in fact, number 1, shortly before they were rated by the live stream's thousands of viewers.
Hey Nicewood, just come to let you know you are officially number 1. Lol, thanks. Thanks guys. He already knows what's coming. Let me screenshot. Okay, everyone that comes here, you need to say Nicewood69 is number 1. He wants a decent screenshot.
What is
You know
this?
I'll take it. That was a decent enough reaction for me.
This iconic moment was born as well.
How did you get the Silverlight? Come on. This could be the best one yet. Google it. Wow. Okay. Oh.
Wait, they used to do these streams where they just run. They would just go and talk to people in the game.
I'm taken back. That was not the response I was expecting.
Throughout the years, it has been nice to see that sometimes players can forget about the grind of the game and come together to make some really wholesome moments happen for some other unsuspecting players. Number 7. Jagex and mental health. Starting back in 2018, Jagex began hosting mental health awareness weeks in RuneScape. In RuneScape 3, you could purchase in-game items for either a membership bond or a small sum of real-life money that would then be donated to charity by the year's end, summing up all the mental health awareness weeks that had taken place throughout the year. I'm unsure what the total was for 2018 and 2019, however I was able to find out what 2020's end of the year sum was. Once again, the community came together, and Jagex announced on their Twitter page that they were able to raise £445,778.
Dude,
throughout the entire
Jagex is
year
awesome.
of 2020. All of this money was given to charity organizations that deal in mental health care.
Have you ever seen the bot busting streams they've done?
Number
I caught
6.
like
Crumb's
10 minutes
Wholesome
of
Bot.
one, but I didn't get to
could
watch
not
the whole
use this
thing.
one. For one, it was wholesome, and 2, wholesome was literally in the title of the video when I found it. There will be a link in the description if you'd like to check out the full video and other videos
I created the
I've
most
mentioned and will
wholesome
be
bot.
mentioning in this video altogether. Anyway, Crumb, great YouTuber by the way, programmed a bot that would, in his own words, make one of his childhood dreams become a reality. It was close to Halloween time around this time, and one of his dreams had always been to see RuneScape players be able to actually go trick-or-treating. So, what he did was, within South Falador, placed 4 of his programmed bots in the houses around the area. These bots were programmed to say, trade to get spooked. When the player would trade them, the bot would then ask them, trick or treat. The player would have to respond which one they wanted, and if they chose trick, the bot would tell them a little joke. If they chose treat, the bot would give them candy and maybe some items. It was actually successful. Players began interacting with the bots inside the houses, and it genuinely looked like RuneScape players were in fact trick-or-treating. I thought it was pretty wholesome.
Cool.
Crumb did have one consistent worry though.
God, this is so whack. I hope I don't get banned.
Unfortunately, his worry became a reality one day before Halloween.
He got banned
2
for
days
this.
after the video was posted.
No
All
shot.
of his bots, as well as his main Crumb account that was in the video, was unfortunately, permanently, manually banned. Within the
Yo.
description, Crumb wrote, "Oh well, rules are rules, and such is life." Number 5. Michael Unz. On June 6th,
He compromised the
2018,
integrity of the
player
game
Michael
by
Unz
using
made a
bots
video in which
to
he gave
give
out
people
500
items
million
for
coins to
Halloween.
random, unsuspecting free players. In the video, he had stated that it had always been a dream of his to be so rich that he could just give away a huge chunk of money to the free players. And on this day, he was able to do just that. There's not much more to the video than that. It's quite wholesome and quite simple. Here are some of the reactions.
Dude, does Autoblock ever do this?
Watch this. Let's see his reaction. There it is. It's gone. What
He
the
just
fuck?
gave 30 million to this guy.
God's plan. Is that a mistake?
He went around recently giving out bonds and free to play.
Stats right now. There you go. 30 mil. A little 65.
30 million then is a Ferrari today?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is-
right, buddy. It's not that much money.
Duck. There you go. I'll give you 50. I'll give you 30. I'll give you 30. I'll give you 30. I gave the other guy 30. Easy, dude. Wow.
Dang, look at all the Rune Andes, bro.
Aw.
Number 4. Runewatch. So, if you use the client RuneLite to play old school RuneScape, you can navigate to the plugin hub, which are tools that have been created by other RuneScape players that can be enabled.
See if you're on the
while you're
Rune
playing
watch
game
list?
To give you an easier, or in this case, safer RuneScape gaming experience.
Can I
This
see it?
plugin allows you to right-click on players in-game or in clan chat menus and other various player menus and investigate them.
Ooh.
You'll then be told whether or not the player you investigated is on a
Are
watch
any
list.
of you guys
If
in
they're a
chat on the Rune watch
it means
list?
that they've recently scammed other players or broken some of RuneScape's rules. You can even see if other players are on a watch list while you're trading with them too. RuneWatch has a website containing this entire watch list located at runewatch.com.
I
It's
am?
still active even
What the heck
today.
did you do,
On
Llama?
the website, you can read case files against certain players that have been put on this watch list. The case files also contain star ratings depending on how legitimate the evidence against the accused player
WDR is We
There's
Do
even a
Raids
system for
Discord.
play that will tell you the
If you
usernames
scam
at
people,
the
you go
time
on the
of
watch
offense,
list there.
and that
Okay.
username will change automatically if the offender changes their username as well. The process for filing one of these reports and getting them passed is strict and requires much evidence to be accepted. RuneWatch has been around since 2014 and was created by respected clan leaders and was originally created to be a source for clans to go to for a transparent, legitimate, and reliable community support system. This website and plugin was created for the sole purpose of keeping RuneScape players safe while playing, making it, in my opinion, one of the most wholesome creations RuneScape players themselves have ever made with other RuneScape players in mind.
Kind of whack. It's known to be able
Number
to
3,
bribe yourself off of
RuneScape in
it.
Venezuela. Now this one is a little controversial within the community.
So you don't split the T-bow, you keep the money, and then you use some of the money to buy yourself off of the list.
So I'll keep my opinions to myself and just report the facts of what I found. One of those facts is that, whether people like it or not, it's a fact that within Venezuela, RuneScape is literally helping people to survive.
Yes.
As a country, Venezuela lies on the northern coast of South America and has a current population of 28.52 million people living there. 90% of them are all below the poverty line within the country. The country's currency can even
That's
sometimes be found in
insane.
the trash. It's so worthless that not even criminals will bother with stealing it. I recently watched a video that I'll put in the description that came from a YouTuber called Save Data, in which he got the chance to interview one of Venezuela's citizens about playing RuneScape and selling items to literally
A physical representation of $1 to the Venezuelan Bolivar. That's disgusting.
stay alive. The man's name was Martinez, and he told Save Data, quote, "My family would have starved." He continued on to say that he personally knew a lot of people that were able to leave the country thanks to old school RuneScape, and that he still knows people that are still trying to do it to this day. Some Venezuelans go to a Reddit page
Hey,
known
man.
as R Slave Labor.
Let
And
them cook, bro.
this
Let the
actually
Venezuelans get their
exists,
money,
where
bro.
They can find
I'm not
RuneScape
even
players
mad at 'em no
offering
more.
them jobs and paying them real world money.
It's
to
different
complete
when you really
tasks
see
on
it.
their accounts.
You know?
This is done regularly.
After the EVscape video, and he was talking to an actual Venezuelan guy who was escaped Venezuela from RuneScape, I was like, hey, dude, you know what? Do what you got to do, bro. I'm not even mad at him. Like, respect, dog. Like, he made a better life for himself through RuneScape. I'm trying to do that too, just in a different way.
With not just Venezuela, but most poorer countries.
As long as they ain't scamming.
Countries. Venezuelan players have had such an effect on RuneScape's economy that in March of 2019, when the country experienced an entire electrical blackout throughout it, prices on RuneScape items rose significantly shortly after it because of it, as shown by the red line within the video that represents the blackout itself. This has created some varying opinions from players from first world countries within Old School RuneScape's Reddit page. One player made a very detailed guide on how to kill Venezuelan players in the wilderness, but this was actually later removed by moderators later on. Unsurprisingly, the replies beneath this thread were very, very mean. The author of this original post later apologized for making it. But for as many players that have come together and expressed their hate for the players of Venezuela, there have also been players that intentionally look for Spanish-speaking players to confront them and ask them if they need help in the real world. The community is unfortunately half and half on this stance because it is against the RuneScape rules, but there's also half of the community that is willing to, without question, break those rules to help other human beings survive. And I think that's pretty wholesome.
Nice.
Number 2. So this one's really cool, and something I've even got to do in real life too, actually, before. This person met their RuneScape friend in real life after having known them only through the game for 13 years prior, since they were both kids. They hung out.
Do you guys remember when, like, meeting up with people that you knew from online only was, like, really sus? Like, you didn't really talk, you didn't really tell anybody that you would do something like that. Like, it was looked at as, like, you are insane for meeting up with somebody that you only knew from online. And nowadays, that whole stigma is gone now. Like, it is totally normal for you to just meet up with somebody that you know from online video games. That stigma is just gone now. But it used to be such a taboo thing to do, to like go meet up with someone you've never met before. Like, I literally just did this yesterday. I've never even seen what Nine Rain looks like before. And he invited me over to his house with his wife and child. He was like, yo, Sard, come over. Let's hang out. Let's grill some steaks. And I was like, hell yeah. I didn't even think twice about it. But back in the day, that would have been totally frowned upon. Totally frowned upon. It's just like so normal now. And it's not even weird at all. It is literally a norm. But it used to be crazy if you did something like that. You could never tell. You could especially never tell your parents if you were doing something like that. But the chances are, if you actually did do that, meet up with somebody that you play with in the game, you guys end up being pretty good friends. And that's a shame we used to have that stigma. But it was for safety reasons, I guess. At the start, 30s type shit. Ended up meeting a guy when I was like 15, 16. Ended up moving to his city for school for 4 years later and became IRL friends. All started in RuneScape. Hell yeah.
And did a bunch of fun stuff together. It's a pretty wholesome video, and I'll leave the full link in the description. Here's a small clip of it when they finally meet.
Alright, I'm at LAX. I am about to meet my childhood RuneScape friend right now of 13 years. Oh man, I'm nervous. Oh shit, here he comes. Oh shit, dude!
Oh, we're live! We're streaming!
Yeah.
What's happening?
You're a real person.
I'm a real person.
Dude, this is nuts! RuneScape, bro.
RuneScape. That was the start, man. That's what led us here. I'm actually fucking excited to be in LA and
Is this your first time in LA?
Since I've been like an adult, yeah.
Number 1.
Fake.
Michael.
It's not fake. They're recording a video, so it's awkward. I mean, the first time you meet someone in person, it's going to be awkward for like a second until you guys kind of vibe a little bit, right? I mean, it's always going to be like that. But with the camera on, it's probably even more weird because you're like trying not to be weird, so it comes off as weird. Like, not everybody can be as handsome on camera, as natural, as good looking and all that as me. So when you see other people, you're probably comparing them to me and you're like, wow, these guys are a little bit more awkward and less handsome than Sard. And that's totally natural. But you probably don't want to compare somebody to me, right? You probably want to like downplay it a little.
My brother. For those of you who don't know, I had an older brother who passed away 3 years ago.
Oh, that's
July
sad, man.
23rd, 2018. His anniversary is coming up that will officially make it 3 years since he's been gone. I grew up in a single mother home with my sister and him. I don't really
Same.
know where my father is, but my mother never remarried after he left when I was 2. In the past, times had always been difficult for us financially as I grew up. Michael had Down syndrome, and he passed away at the age of 27 when I was 24. Well, I'm 27 now, and I wanted to include this moment in the video and tell you guys that, to me, this will always be the #1 most wholesome
Wholesome moment, man. This was 4 years ago. He's 27, so he's 31.
in RuneScape history for myself and for my family. You guys, in a matter of 24 hours, 3 years ago, raised $21,210
Crazy.
on his GoFundMe page that was created by my cousin Shelby that I told you all about. I remember having to record that video around 1 in the morning just a few hours after he passed, and it's something that I don't really like going back to and looking at even now. That's why those videos are privated now. Most of the $21,210 that you guys raised for my family within that 24-hour period went to medical bills and the cost of his funeral. Whatever
man.
was left, which wasn't much, all went to my mother. I still think about what you all did for us 3 years ago, especially on the date of his anniversary.
RuneScape community, man.
Since he's been gone, my grandpa and my grandma shortly followed after him. That's honestly why the upload schedule for the Moat Plots
Charity
channel
stream
for the
win?
past
We might
3
have to do one
years,
soon.
and for the top 10s has been, let's face it, non-existent. I don't talk about those times much anymore, and I'm sort of an entirely different person now than I was when I was consistently making videos years ago. But I'd just like to re-thank you all, speaking for all of my family still, when I tell you all that we haven't forgotten about what you did for us back then so long ago. It sounds cheesy, but RuneScape was probably always going to have
Any
a special
charities
place
for
in my
bald
heart throughout
people?
my
Guys,
life,
what are we
but now I
saying?
can say for sure that after that, yeah, it always will. I'll never forget how you all helped me bury my brother, which was something my whole family always worried about before the actual time came. So once again, thank you all. That is my #1 time.
Hell yeah,
RuneScape
man.
Was wholesome.
Damn, dude. Mo Plox is actually the GOAT, you guys. I'm glad you guys showed me this guy today. He has some really, really good nostalgic videos. The top 10 stuff is really fun to watch too. We're gonna have to watch some more of this guy's videos. I really enjoyed that.